Where did I put this? People still send, please call me. No, sir. I don't know that number. Sorry. Can't believe some people still send, please call me, Nadia. Like this. Time like this. And who is that? Should I call you back? I'll call you back tomorrow. Just in case it's on. Hello, good night, good night. Thank you so much for joining. As you come, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. I hope you all had a wonderful day today. Happy Sabbath to all of the individuals who celebrated it. Adventists or Seventh-day Baptists or whatever they want to call it. Happy Sabbath to you all. Now, guys, I wanted to, oh Lord, sorry. I wanted to come live from Thursday, but no, it was Wednesday, right? I wanted to come live Wednesday night, Thursday. No, I did come live Thursday night, sorry. Thursday night and even last night. But boy, when we reach home, I was just tired. And then I have a little man. He may run up and down. Last night, the little man went to bed after 11. And I'm like, what? You know, when you want the pity them to go sleep and no matter what, they just don't want to go sleep. That's what happened. To 11, and the little man was up about running up and down a ramp and make noise in the house like crazy. So I didn't get a chance to come live last night because of that. Now, people, I saw a story on IG. It was on the blast. This is a blast. And I laughed so till. The reason why, you know, ever hear the saying, thief no likes to see thief with long knife? I'm going to read it to you. My mother-in-law disliked me so much. After I gave birth to my son, she was so sure that the child well, I think the person meant her son's child. She insisted on a DNA, which my husband declined. To avoid conflicts and hate towards my child, I agreed and told them that we can test using the grandparents. The results were a match with her, but not with her husband, my husband's dad, which meant that my husband is not really her husband's child. She has been humbled ever since. You see, when me see this, guys, as you come, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. Leave my water out here. So, you see, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Imagine this lady. I tell the woman, figure the DNA test because she think everybody was like her. True, she knows that she give her husband a jacket. She believes that the young lady now I gonna give her son a jacket too. Because that happened, So now it turned out that the young lady and well the husband must know and the son must know. Say wife did go road and give the man jacket. So when I saw it, I'm like, boy, may I tell you, thief never like to see thief with long knife yet. Oh Lord, does it clap? Anyway, I won't even reply to that. Good night. Thank you so much for your comment. Right. And you see, when I look at everything that is happening, that is the reason why a lot of people tend to judge people, jump to conclusion, say people are thief, people are this, because they know that if they were in the same position, that would be what they would do. Because this woman, she knows, say, she give her husband jacket. So she now decided that, guess what? My daughter-in-law might give my son a jacket. So that's the reason why she asked for the girl to do the DNA test. And I wonder if she never know say it was going to show. Maybe she didn't. But you see, all we have to do, we have to be very careful. We just have to understand that just because you think a certain way, that no means say other people out there is going to think like you. And maybe you have some, but maybe the individual that you're looking at don't think like how you think. So you just have to be very, very careful how you judge people. Now, the reason why I said that I wanted to do the live from Thursday night was because of the cartel case. Hold on, let me put the next phone on vibrate. Sorry. Right, because of the cartel case. You see, everybody is so invested in this case because I guys, as hello, good as please let us see your face. All right, then, let me see. Hmm. Please let us see your face. I'm so sorry, good as. I'm tell you how I'm gonna do. You're not gonna see my face tonight here because right now my ears stay bad. So you're not gonna see my face tonight. When my ear do up and everything, and if me feel like showing my face, then I will show my face. You see? You want to see my face, me show you my body. You see the little marga pic where you see on the thumbnail? Right, that's me. It's just the face blank out, but that's the body. Little marga foot girl. Right. What me did I say? Good as say you distract me, me not even remember what me did I say. Anyway, Mr. Dougherty, me no know where you ask if me can make it clap, if me can make it clap. That I know your business, bossy. So me no know where you attack, so you can you're alright. Me have two hands. So if you want to know if me can make it clap, yes, me can make it clap. Oh, let me show you. Since you want to know. Your ear? Is that okay? Him say you want to know if me can make it clap. So me a clap make him hear. I hope that is good. That's crazy. Well, you're asking me if I can make it clap. So me a clap make you see me have good two hands. God give me them. So me have to use them. You're asking me. So I hope you get your answer right there. Right. So with the cartel case that is going on, it's like the entire Jamaica right now, we are all invested in this case. We are all sitting down, waiting to see what will be the outcome. I realize that on social media, people have a lot to say about the case. Please hit the like button for me, please, guys. Just because you're not seeing my face, you can just hit the like button for me, please. Thank you very much. Right. People have a lot to say about our systems here in Jamaica. One such, I hear people asking why it have to go way to UK. Others are saying if really that happening in the court system. When I was sitting down listening to what people had to say, reading comments, what people are saying about the case and about the system in Jamaica, what I understand, what I realize is that people don't understand the Jamaica judicial system. People don't understand our court system. They don't realize that, yes, we're a third world country. So, because of that, a lot of resources that you'd expect for a first world country to have in place, we don't have it here in Jamaica. So, because of that, when you look at something that is simple as a court case, here it is lengthy. Sometimes it can take all 5, 6 years for one case to be finalized. So because of that now, a whole heap of people get turned off. No excuse, put on a hat, I did. Thank you very much, Jamaican News Review with Sandy. Good night, everyone. Hit the like button, please. Hi, nothing, crop, snap. Okay. Good night to you. Right. So a lot of persons they don't understand the Jamaica court system. They don't understand the problems that we have to go through here in Jamaica for a case to be finalized. Sometimes when you look at it, some of the things that hinder that case just if you call up, you wonder really. You hear, oh, the file is not ready. Oh, this is not that. They never get this statement. They never, and you wonder why. So you see, with the cartel case, a whole heap of people now realize what is happening here in Jamaica and how backward our system is. Now, Cartel is now 48 years old and he's in jail since 2011 because they said, you know what happened? Lizard. Lizard missing, nobody found, and everything. They said he's DEAD. We don't know, and so forth. But that is what they're saying. And when you listen, a perfect example is what they were speaking about with the juror. You see, here in Jamaica, oh, guys, let me tell you something. You see, this case, the cartel case, there is a particular gentleman sitting and his legal team right now, sitting down, watching what is going to be the outcome. And I'm talking about Noel Maitland, the person who the arrest for Donna Lee. He's sitting down and he's watching and waiting. Let me tell you the reason. Because it's a similar case in some way. Missing body, nobody was found. They have evidence and so forth, but all know they don't have the body. So you see, because of that, Mr. Man sit down and him man watch and him wait and him legal team, they are doing the same thing, especially when you hear that some of the evidence that they found, what they want to say, it's questionable. So basically, they want to hold on. Right. They want to say the evidence tamper with. Oh Lord, 24 4 likes. What happened to the next 20? Uno just wants my face? Oh Lord. Anyway, right. So Mr. Maitland may be sitting in a corner, or his legal team taking notes and watching everything that is going on. So you see, here in Jamaica, it is sad to say that our court system, because of the lack of resources, we have a lot of people right now in jail, a lot of people in prison. They did not get a fair trial. They did not. I'll know, maybe they don't even get a trial. They're sitting there waiting for a court date. Sometime you hear, we're in 2024, 2023, and last year, and you hear that people get court date for 2025, 2026, or something like that, to show how jam-packed the system is, So cartel case, it was one of the longest one here in Jamaica. It took 64 days. And you see, when he was convicted, they gave him 35 years, and it was later reduced based on the appeal to 32 years and a half. Now, you see, when you look at it, people, they were asking why it had to go to the Privy Council. You have to bear in mind that the system is 5 level basically. You have the petty court session, the petty session court, sorry. This is where the JPs, they will deal with the small matter, the minor criminal matters and so forth. Then you have the the resident magistrate courts. Then you have the Supreme Court. Then you have the Court of Appeal. You see, because we are still under the monarchy, we are not a republic state, we still have to go to the Privy Council. And the Privy Council is in the UK. So that was the reason why you see them over there and they were doing their thing. Now, when you listen to what they had to say, people are saying, oh, the system slack and oh, this and oh, that. Yes, we have a heap of problems here in Jamaica with the court system. Lack of resources is one of them. They don't have the human resources. They don't have the technology. They don't have the money, the finance. So you see, because of that, some things that you expect that would be easy 1, 2, 3. It's not. It's not a easy 1, 2, 3. When you go to court sometime, you realize that there is delay because they're telling you, oh, the clerk is not here, or they're waiting on a deputy, they're waiting on this person, or something. When you look, somebody have to leave one next court to go over there to do something. The process, it's lengthy. And you see, because it's lengthy, you will have people who have cases before the court system, and because they can't bother with how long it is, how drawn out it is, you hear all of a sudden the witness is missing. The witness is missing. You hear the person say they're going to drop the case and all of that. That's the reason why. Because them just can't bother to go through the entire process. Because imagine you as an individual went through some ordeal and you now expecting justice to be served. You go to court just for the case to be put off. You take your day from work, You continue doing that. And finally, we are in 2024, you finally hear something. When you turn up, you say, yes, this is it now. They're going to tell you that the case is going to put off. When you listen, a June date. People, they lost faith in the system. They can't deal with that. So some people just give up. Then just kiss them the teeth and say, this is a waste of time, and just leave it at that. When you listen, you hear them say they have a backlog of cases. You hear about crime that happened from way back when, just being called up in court, and you wonder why. So you see, here in Jamaica, you have a lot of lawyers, and a whole heap of them might enjoy the system because guess what? Them always have cases coming, and the cases them, because of how drawn out they are, them know say them money sure unless the person change them. So it is expensive to have a case in the system for years. So a lot of people then give up, then can't afford it. So then just leave it. Now, the thing now that they were speaking about with the cartel case is the jurors. And people were saying why they didn't dismiss and so forth. Yes, by right, they were supposed to. But that is a problem also that they are facing here in Jamaica, to get people to serve. People don't want to serve because you see here we have the informer mentality. People don't want, especially when it comes on to big high profile cases, they don't want to be associated with it because people are going to say, oh, and so forth. And the sad thing is that it's not like the system is providing transportation for these people. They are not. Some of the times they have to go on public transportation to get them from point A to point B. So just imagine someone in the courtroom, see somebody up there and say, yo, said a man did upon such and such case. The life is at risk. So because of that, people don't want to do it. All they getting is $2,500 for the day. They not get nothing more. That's all they're getting. So when I was listening, I was like, okay then, because it just highlight everything that some of us here in Jamaica know. And I'm wondering now, based on this case, whatever the outcome will be, are they going to improve the system based on the result? What are they going to do? I don't know. But all we have to do is just sit, wait until they finalize it, they reach the, then we will know. That's the only thing we have to do. You see, when I realized, I remember some time ago, I went to traffic court, and I say the people them are, I say, what them are doing all of them something, they want big something, when you can't easily go on your laptop and bam bam, enter your TRN, enter your name and the info, everything a paper, and in a this time everything manual. So it's a heavily paper-based system they have right now, and because of that, sometimes records go missing. You hear people say this misplaced and all of that. So when I was watching it, I was like, okay, all right, because everything that they were saying, it is what some of us here in Jamaica already know about. So it's nothing new. But one thing for sure is that the cartel case, it is going to allow for our system to be improved in some way. Because I know when you listen to that international media speaking about it, well, if people have talked about it. So because of that, they're going to be very, very careful how they proceed with any cases that they have coming forward. And that's the reason why I said right now that gentleman, Mr. Maitland, is and his legal team sitting down somewhere paying close attention to what is happening with this case and what is going to be the outcome, because they can use it for their advantage. If they're smart, they can. Because I know that a lot of us, we must have heard somewhere along the line that some of the evidence that they found with that young lady, Donna Lee, it's questionable. They're saying this and they're saying that and so forth. Well, heap of people already come to conclusion without it being in the court system. So this one is going to set a precedent for what is going to happen to a lot of cases that is going to come forward. But all we have to do is just sit and watch and see if the world boss, as they call him, Mr. Vibes Cartel, Mr. Palmer, what in the other name? The teacher, I try to remember him names them. I can't remember no more. If he's going to be free, that's the only thing we have to do. Just sit and watch and see. But anyway, it will be one thing for sure, Mr. Buchanan. I know that right now he's getting a lot of highlight because of his role that he played with that case. He wasn't the only one, but he's the one that is getting majority of the attention. So that is good for him also. Now, people, I came across a video on social media of Niger Boy. This is the young singer. His manager is Dr. Love on social media. We know him from social media. He is in Jamaica and he visited the Salvation Army School for the Blind in Kingston. And you see, when I was watching it, oh Lord, people, when I say cold bomb full, my body, I mean cold bomb full my body. And let me tell you why. Here we have a young man who is visually impaired. This young man is taking the entertainment industry right now by a storm with his continental song. And imagine his story is going to be motivation to a lot of the students there. Oh, hi, Kurt. Good night. Good night, dear. Right. It is going to be motivation to a lot of the students at Salvation Army because you see, when you're suffering from a disability, especially here in Jamaica, a lot of people, as you come, guys, please hit the like button for me, please. A lot of person give up on you. You see, if you're visually impaired, guess what? Then write you off. If you're in a wheelchair, then WASA write you off. If something is wrong with your leg, then write you off. If you're hearing, they write you off. That is how the Jamaican system is. And when I was watching and I see that this young man was able to go back to his school, meet his teachers. There was one that was, I don't remember her name. She was in braid and her, oh Lord, I don't remember her name. But it seemed like she played a major role in this young man's life when he was there. And you see, when you hear she say how she proud of him, just imagine, not only she proud of this young man, but just imagine how his mother is feeling. And I am happy that he took the time out of his busy schedule to visit his alma mater because really and truly, his entire story is a motivation, is an inspiration to others out there who are visually impaired or anybody who is suffering from a disability. Because, as I said, in Jamaica, they write you off. Anytime you have a disability, them think the worst of you. Them say nothing now will come of you and so forth. So you see, when you see someone They refer to him as Jamaican Charles, Ray Charles. That's what they refer to him as. Give me a minute, please. Continental. Please don't play it out, you know. Niger boy. May I look feed? Continental. What when me I look feet and me can't go play it, eh? Me can't go play it on the live, you know. But me love it too. Me love the song. But me don't know why me sit down here so I look on it, look feed. And me now go can play it. But his story, it's a motivation for others. And what I hope people realize, you know, it doesn't really matter your condition. Just continue to hold on to your dream. Because imagine if people, this young man, I know that somewhere along the line, people must have told him that, guess what? You're visually impaired. You're not going to make it big in the reggae dancehall industry. You're nothing now going to happen because people not going to gravitate to you because of your disability. Somewhere along the line, somebody must say that to him. And look at it, you know, this young man is going to perform at Reggae Sunfest. This young man, he was at a show the other day, some show he was, and he's getting a lot of bookings. So in spite of the fact that he's visually impaired, this man I make money. Things are gone. And when you look at him, when you listen to him, it doesn't matter to him. He don't look at it as a disability. He don't look at it as a limitation or anything. When I listen, is not someone who is complaining, if you understand what I mean. He's not complaining. He's just thanking people along the way. And he's so grateful for everything that is happening to him. And when you look, you know, imagine now people, big old tough ass woman like me now, sit down here so. And if me, say, for example, I want to become a DJ, me can sing good. And me sit down and say, oh, well, it not going to happen because me too fat, me foot then tough, or something. This a man never look upon it and say nothing like that, you know. Him never say, it's not going to happen because I'm visually impaired. Him never said that. He went for it. And now everybody know this guy's song. Everybody know it. When I listened to his story, what they said is that basically it seemed like it was from an early age it happened to him, because they were saying that his mother, basically they were telling her to do certain things, but she did not. So imagine how she's feeling today, you know, when she can see her son, who is visually impaired, performing on a stage. So imagine now how those students at Salvation Army feel. What I realize is that individuals who normally suffer from disability, they tend to be very talented. Either they have a high IQ, they have some talent, singing, dancing, but they're always bright, extremely bright. So me always look upon it and me say, okay, then it's like God say, okay, me never give you this, may I give you an extra dose of this. And so me look upon it and say, no. So him say, well, you can't see, me go give you something else. Me go give you something else. Me go make you can sing. You can't walk, me go make you can sing. There is this movie, Tyson Run, right? That's the name of it. Tyson Run. This is another show that is an inspiration to people out there who is suffering from disability, because this young man, his father was the coach of the football team, and the champion. They were the champion. The father spent a lot of times training the other boys for them to become a champion. And it's like he was so ashamed of his son. He never wanted to spend any time with him, you know. So he do everything. It's like when you look at it, he was really trying to protect him. He was homeschooled until eventually they put him in the school system and so forth. And when you look at it, you know, here you have a young boy. His IQ was above, well, way, way, way past normal for his age. he was brilliant in school, and then he went and he decided that he was going to run. And even though he had his problem, I think he was autistic, even though he had that, he never make it stop him. Him decides, say, guess what, I'm going to run with everybody. I'm going to run in the normal race. And you see the surprising thing, the reason why I love this movie, when the race started, the young man went down. On your mark. And while he was on his mark, everybody was running because it was a marathon. So they started to run, and he was still on his mark until his knee get damaged. And he was like looking, wondering what is happening. Why are they not on the mark? Why everybody around me? And he was there. And he started out late in the race, when everybody I give him donkey lengths and so forth, him start out late in the race. And guess what happened? Even though he started out late, that young man end up winning the race. There was a news reporter in the movie that when he saw, he was so, why, when you listen, when you say, clearly he knew that he was going to win, I don't remember because a good while now I watch a show, but I remember that movie because it's one of my favorite because of the fact that this young man, in spite of his disability, he decided that he was going to run the marathon, and he did, and he won. So when we look at stuff like that, what Niger boy going through now, the fact that he's visually impaired, him never make that stop him continue. And now everywhere in a Jamaica, the boy song a play. You have it a playing every, if you go one party tonight and then a play it, the party flop. May I tell you. If you go one party, whether it be a daybreak night, and then a play that song, Continental Girl, a party flop. I saw it go. It flop. If they not play it. For sure, how the young guy sang at. And nobody now focus and say, okay, he's visually impaired. No. Nobody now focus on that. They are just focusing on the fact that he's talented. He's talented. That's all they're focusing on. I can't understand it. Oh, yeah. Here is it. Yeah. Oh, right. His right name is Nigel Hector. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, me find it now. Come in now, man. He perform at Jerkfest, Juve, whole heap of place. And he's a handsome fellow. Handsome dude too. But let me put on the next phone because it'll distract me. But in spite of everything, just understand, you see, the same way these people with their disability can end up come on top. They can make the best of their situation. At the same thing we can do. You have some way. We can see, we can hear, we can walk, we can use our hands, and yet still, we are complaining. Every single day we wake up, we complain. I don't know what me I gonna do today. Nothing now go on. Every day are the same thing. Yang, 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 yang. When you listen to some people, and you have to wonder sometimes, I saw them expect to live their life because all they do is complain. Then complain and complain. Nothing now go on for them. And when you look at it, they are fit. Nothing no wrong with them. Them can see, them can hear, them can walk, them can run. But yet still, they are sitting down waiting on people to come and give them handout. When look at this young man now, he's visually impaired. He could have been sitting at home, depending on his mother, depending on his family to help him. But no, he went out and he said that, guess what? I want to become this. And that is what he's doing. He want to become a singer. He's a singer. He's one of the very best that come out of Jamaica. When you listen, and the thing that I love about him is that him don't stoop to the others level in terms of singing degrading music. Him sing conscious music. positive lyrics. And a little some blah blah la la la, some nonsense this guy sing. And when you look at that, you have to say, wow, that's good. Because he could have said, okay, I want to become a singer. I want to go in the dancehall reggae industry. So because of that, let me come and sing one song and dig up under the woman, them like what the boy them do. Him could have do that, but him not do it. Him not do it. So as much as how him did want boss, him not stoop to certain level for boss. And that what we tend to do, at times you want to get this breakthrough, and because you want the breakthrough so much, you realize that you go around now, you start to diss people, let me put it like that. You start to disrespect people, you start to treat people like they're not humans, you start to talk to people like they're animals. Sometimes if some people could have taken literally step on somebody, they would, just in order for them to reach a certain level. Him never do that. Him never do it. And yet still, we who are able, we who are healthy, and when we supposed to go for what we want, you realize pure excuse behind excuse. Everything, problem, problem, problem. There is this, I remember when I was working at a particular place, there was this lady, and she was not like that. She had an accident. And people always say to her, say, why you not stay home? You can stay home, you know, have to go work and so forth, because of the accident that she had, she never did have to really work because she was waiting for a particular company here in Jamaica to pay her up some money. So what they did, the company had to do was to basically set up a little area for her. At the time, they never have the wheelchair access here and there, and they had to put in everything. And you know what the lady said? The case can take how long to be finalized, and she's not going to sit at home and be a burden to anybody when she know that she have her job that she can go back to. And the company, because she was such a good worker, the company had to do adjustment to their facility in terms of getting the ramp, making sure that the door is remote, not remote, automatic, and so forth, so she can easily go through. But here you have someone, she now was disabled. She was wheelchair bound. She never did a figure work. And look what she said. She's not going to be a burden to her family. She's not going to be a burden to her kids. And she went back out and she go back and work again. When you have a lot of us, we are sitting down, we not do nothing. Nothing. Them not do. It's like, okay, let me call this a person and beg. You see, one thing I hate more than anything else? Me hate when people, sometimes when you look at it, people will have the resources in their hand, where they can easily well flip over and make some money, And because of a laziness, them not do it. Me hate when me see them something there. Especially, you don't know say me a one country girl. You know always hear me talk about me St. Mary. You don't know St. Mary me come from. Yeah. So me always I got talk about me St. Mary. Especially when they live in the country. Them have the heap of banana trees, them have the planting, they can easily go dig and plant some food, and come at town, come sell to people like we, Well, we were to buy 1 dozen banana, green banana, for $200 for a dozen. Me mean banana we use it in my backyard. Banana we use it upon tree, ripe drop, and when it drop off, animal come eat it and everything. We have to be paying $200 a dozen for banana. We have to be buying yam, $300 a pound. Chocho. We don't know, I don't know the right name for the chocho, but that's what we call it. When you look at it, one chocho, $100, and then something there. And you have people who are living in areas where they have a land that they can plant up, and make some money. And they don't. And when you take a stock, when they call you, what they want for you now, to send money to them. They want for you to do this and to do that for them. When they are sitting on a gold mine, I saw me look on it, a gold mine. Because you see, one thing for sure, people will always need food to eat. Always. So you see, if you can go and farm, farm. If you can raise chicken, raise a chicken. If you can go tie out, get some goat, get it. I remember back in the days when I was in St. Mary, goat and them things that people used to have them goat. Oh, all right, they me can give you when I kid. People used to give them something there. Now when you look at it, it's like people just know the value for goat meat. They just know the value of having a cow for themselves. So you will hear people saying that, okay, then they're going to raise some goat here. They might go, because they just realize the value. So you have people who are sitting down on all of these resources. They're not doing anything because to them, they can't bother if you go in at the sun, go plant no crop. Then can't bother with them living there. Guys, please hit the like button for me, please. Please hit the like button. Thank you. So just imagine these individuals with their disability, they are making something of themselves. You think it easy for them? It not easy, Me must Niger boy must get up how much o'clock a morning in a studio. Sometime maybe him sit down with him notebook, a pen lyrics, and it not easy. And we are sitting down and we are looking and we are saying, oh, you're happy for him and everything. Let his story be a motivation to others out there, especially to the able bodied individuals. Let it be a story to us to know that, guess what? If him can make it in a life and he has a disability, what's supposed to stop we? Nothing not supposed to stop we. Nothing at all not supposed to stop us. So I always say to people, you see anything you want, make sure you work for it. You see, if you want a car, work for it. If you can't buy the Mark X or the Crown or the X6 right now, start from something smaller. So if it means that you're going to have to get a Toyota Voxy, not Voxy, a Toyota Vitz, you get it. If it means that you're going to have to get one of the mom's car, the underfit, go and get that. If I want like a Suzuki Swift, start from something small. The good thing about it is that same small vehicle is going to take you from point A to point B. Just the same, like where the Crown, the Mark X, the X1 would take you. That's all. But I can tell you, today, you must have a student from the Salvation Army sitting down, reflecting on what happened the other day. I think it was yesterday or Thursday when he visited them, and must be saying that I want to become like Niger boy. You have someone right now, a visual impaired student, sitting down and thinking that they want to be like him, because that's what we are supposed to look at. No matter what you have in life, just understand that somebody out there is looking up to you. So if you believe, say, you don't have nothing, you better believe it, you're a role model to somebody. So you have to make sure that every single step of the way you can provide that inspiration to somebody who is in need. You see, when I work in the New Kingston area, and when you pass through the mall, the New Kingston Shopping Center, right at the back door, sometime you have two visually impaired individuals, and they sit out there and they play the music. And you see, when you hear them play the music, them sound good. Them sound good. Sometimes people stop and they just listen to them play. I don't know if they're there now because it's been a while since I walked that side. But they are normally there, and when them play it, them sound really, really good. And they will do it every day. Sit them play them music, them sing, and we give them the liquor money. They never have to come out, because guess what? They're visually impaired. They could easily sit at home, take up the phone, call that a person there, so call that a person there, so and beg one little money. They could take up the phone, go on TikTok, beg some money, go on IG, Facebook, and beg some money. And people would give it to them because people would realize that, guess what? Here you have someone suffering from a disability, someone who have life rough because of their situation. They could do that, but they not do it. And when you look, some big, big, strong woman, strong man, at them want come and beg. They are the ones that want for you to give them food to eat. They are the ones that want for you to pay the bills. And nothing is wrong with them. They're not suffering from any disability, They can go and work. They can go and try to work towards a dream to achieve it, but yet still, because of laziness, as Sandy just said, they are just lazy. Because of that, they sit down, them not do nothing. The next thing that I realized here in Jamaica, and I'm going to speak about this because this is something that people keep on talking about when this young man, when he's on a public platform doing his job, whether it be social media, on the television, on the radio station, or the other day in the Privy Council. I'm talking about Isaac Buchanan. Here you have a young man that was well, he went, I'm not even going to go in it. He went through, had some problem with the system, went through, came back out, got his law degree, and so forth, and now working. But yet still, you have individuals, they keep on bringing up this young man past. When you look at even some of the comments that you will see on social media, people are saying that if he forget that he used to be a this or a that. And I have to say to myself, how is that important? How is that important? What the person did in the past. How is that important right now? Because it's not important to me now. You see, the good thing is that the person now, they are doing something better. They realize the mistake that they make. They rehabilitate. They might try to live as a law-abiding citizen, and yet still what heap away out there because we have never been behind bars. We look at someone that went, we call them prison board, we call them all sort of names, but we have to understand every single soul in our life make mistake, just as how you might make mistake and go run up in a somebody car back, you hit somebody car, you wrong. It's the same thing. They made a mistake in the past. They went, they served the time, and now they come back in the system. So it's not nice when every time we see them, yeah, rub the past up in them face. Yeah, wonder, yeah, try remind them. How would you feel, if every single day you get up and somebody remind you of what you used to do? Especially a perfect example, you're a female. Now, all right, this is a nice one. Yes, this is a nice one. Example, you're a female, you used to work on back road. Now, while you're working on back road, you met this pastor, convert you. Now you're a Christian, you're in the church, wearing the long dress and everything, and live the holy life. How would you feel if every single day somebody look at you, and remind you that, oh, remember, say you used to be a prostitute. Remember, say you used to sell. How would you feel? You wouldn't feel good, especially when you know that you're calling yourself now a woman of God. You wouldn't feel good for people every single step of the way. You're trying to do good, you're trying to do your job. People reminding you of your past. You wouldn't feel good. So why we keep on doing it? Reminding these people about the history in prison. We don't need to. They already know about it. And you see, the thing is, I'm going to be honest. When I look at this young man, I believe that is the reason why he's such a good attorney, because he was behind bars. He understand what they had to go through. So now, guess what? He might go fight for them. And you see, when he might fight, he's going to give it his 100%. He's not going to give it 70. He's not going to give it 80. He's going to give it 100% and more, because he understands the system. He was a part of it. So that's the reason why when you see him, I think that's the reason why he's so good at his job, because he was behind bars. So I don't like, especially when I sit and I listen to other attorneys talking about this young man past. That no good. You see, the funny thing is, you see some of those same individuals who are talking about who always glad to bring up people past, Remember, it is their past. And at times, those same individuals in the present moment, they are doing something worse than what that person did. They are doing something much worse, because when you look at it, maybe a female used to sell their body. You see, sometimes when you listen to people who are always glad for jump and criticize, you see, when you check a stock behind closed door, them either a roll up, a pack up the white lady, or a roll up some green, or a hide cup of GUN for somebody, or something. I wash out some bloody garment, something they're doing, and I'm not talking bloody from accident or something like that. I'm talking where they know that the person went and did something and they're there now trying to cover up. And these are the same set of individuals. They are always glad. They are the first one to cast the first stone when they hear these stories and they see the people them jump to conclusion. Me no want to hear nothing from him. Me figure say he used to be in a prison. Me no want to hear nothing from she. She can't preach to me. She figured say she used to be a prostitute. Well, she can't come preach to me. Imagine the amount of away ma take up she for go married to. She don't know it. All of them things there. You will have people saying because of what the person did in the past. But who are we really for judge them people here? Who are we? Because when you check a stock, a lot of us, we are worse than those people. Because you see, sometimes we know that we are doing something wrong. And because the system no catch we no stop. We continue do it. And think say everything are gonna be sweet and dandy because you're not getting a problem with the law. So while these people already stop, you have some still a do the same thing, and they now stop because they love the money where they might get from it. They love the money. You see, some of the same set of individuals who are called this man prison board and I say all sort of something about him. Some of those same individuals right now, the amount of stuff where they cover up for their clients. Sometimes they know where such and such is. They know where the evidence is. But because they want to win the cases, them cover it up. Them pretend so them not know. And when you check a stock, because of that, even themselves sometime involved in it. Even themselves involved. I don't know if you remember when the Klansman trial was going on, and Sir P, he had the videos on his page, the one that Muma P, that's what she name, Muma. Yeah, I say Muma P, Lord have mercy, Muma. She was on the phone and she was speaking with a big top lawyer, and them say basically I wanna for them. It's when me see them something there, me say, That's the only thing, Mister, because you have whole heap of them out there like that. But yet still, they are the same set of individuals. They are looking at this young man on the big screen. They're looking at this man doing one of the biggest case in his lifetime, or might be the biggest. Maybe he won't come up with any again. He won't get any that will be as big as the cartel case. And they're talking about this man pass. I rub the man pass. Every day they might talk about it. That no good. It's like when you go to church sometime, and when you're stepping at the church, you know, and you hold on there. Hi, Gracie. Hello, blessing and good evening. Good evening to you. When you go to church, and when you say, all right, you put on your dress, you look nice, ears and everything, your Bible, your hymnal, you feel like a real Christian. You feel holy. And when you step at the church doorway, you have a small voice saying in your head, You remember what you did that do last night? You remember what you did at the last night? You remember that a position or this? And you know, so you're not married, and you're there at church now. And for the entire time you're there at church, and that I got through your mind. What you did I do? How you feel? You wouldn't feel good if you go through something like that. You'd have say, all right, may I go repent and so forth. But you see, the funny thing is that, you see, with God, Him not cast nobody aside. No matter the past that somebody have, Him not cast them aside. So I don't understand why we continue to do it. We continue to turn our eyes when we see situation, turn up our nose and make up a face when we see people with disability, when we see people who had a rough past. We start look upon them, start treat them like they're nobody. And you don't, know what will happen in this lifetime. You can never tell. Sometimes you hear that someone went to prison, and when you check a stack, you ask, why? You realize that the person didn't do anything. And I'm going to take you back to that movie with Tyson Run. There was this black guy in the movie. He used to be a runner. And because he had a cold, he took a cold medicine the morning of his race. And he said, in the cold medicine was a substance that was banned. And when they test him, his test came back positive and they banned him. And they were saying that how he was a substance abuser and this and everything. Sometimes you have people like those. They end up behind bars, and guess why? Because them want go out, them a go overseas, and them friend tell them to go collect Lasco. And then go collect a Lasco. Lasco turn out for be white angel. You have people like those. You have people just wrong place, wrong time. They might be sitting in a car going about their business. Something happen. Somebody push something under them foot. Police come down. They are the ones in trouble. They end up behind bars. When they come out, people start to say all sort of things, not realizing that this person gave up 5, 10 years of their life when they were innocent. They're not doing nothing really. Just wrong place, wrong time. Just they were just naive to go collect Clasco, they end up behind bars and so forth. So it no make no sense when we believe that because we haven't been through it, we're better than them. It no make no sense. None at all. You have some people because they reach a certain level, because they are now a big top lawyer, big top doctor, politician, and so forth. They believe that they are better than individuals. But what we have to understand is that even when you reach one of the highest position in this land, you can always go back down to the bottom. I saw it said, you can always go back down. I remember this gentleman, he was a big, I think he was a sergeant, and this man, he used to terrorize the police them. In go on like him better than 10. The constable them in talk down to them. In just treat them bad. And when you check a stock, people, the man did not take bribe. The man did not take bribe. And then find out. You don't know what happened to him. Him not in the force. He lose it. He lose him nice work and everything. So he thought that because he was a sergeant, he was on top, he was untouchable. That's what he believed. He was untouchable. And it's in the media also. It was in the media. And look what happened to him. Right back down to square one. Lose the badge, the uniform, the thing when carry upon him side, lose it all. Now he's just a normal man doing whatever he's doing his regular, whether he's doing his security job or he's just a regular man right now. So that's the reason why we're not supposed to let position get to our head. We must always remember where we're coming from. We must always remember the less fortunate, no matter what. Because you can be good today, and it's okay, I'm fine. I'm in my job, I'm living in my beautiful house, everything all right. But you can't tell. Only God one can tell us what is going to happen to us come next week. So we just have to be very careful. I remember I was speaking to a friend of mine, and we had talked about something. And you see, here in Jamaica, we have some females when they hear that anything man and woman argument, the first thing them are gonna ask are what kind of car him drive. I'm not joking. That is the first thing where some female ask what kind of car him drive. Some of them are gonna literally tell you say them no want no walk foot man. And when you look, you say, but wait, you did born a drive your van, you did born a drive your car, you never did have to walk first. Because none of we never born with a car. And even if your parent had one, me sure no say them never did carry you everywhere you want to go. It's either you have a taxi it, bus it, or foot it. Some point along the way. But you have certain females, them always say, what kind of you wonder, what? Who is that important? Who is that important? What kind of car? What kind of who is that important? And that is what they don't realize. They focus on things where they're not supposed to focus on. Because you see, at times, some of these men will drive the Range, the Audi, the BMW, the 4MATIC, all of them something there. Guess what happened to them? They're abusive. They're disrespectful. They don't know how to talk to people. They want to talk to the woman them like them as some girl. They want to do some crazy stuff to some. I remember some time ago someone was talking. I never meet them did I talk to. It was at a session because from time to time you'll go to these session and you will hear people's story. And the young lady was basically telling her story as to how she became positive with something. And when you listen to the person that gave it to her, you have to wonder, wow. Because this young lady, she was living a good life before this person came along. And because of the material, the stuff that the person have, left our good life, go pick up the person, and end up being HIV positive. End up all because she said that, guess what? She wanted to have this, she wanted to have that. And the person gave it to her, knowing quite well that he was positive. And the young lady was saying, oh, she's sorry because now when she sit and she look on her kids and so forth, but the good thing about the medication is it give them life, literally. Literally give them life. So you have a whole heap of stuff like that because people might look at the little man on his side and say, okay, him this and that. But you see, sometimes I just set them up there and them I walk around and I give it here, there, all over because they are playing on both sides. Them lean. So because them lean, them a go with that, and then when they go with that, I want them pick up this. And then guess what? Then carry it to you. And you're sitting there believing that you're living the best life because your man is able to give you $100,000 per month, $20,000, $50,000 per month. Your man is able to drive you all around in his Range, in his 4MATIC. You get a BMW now and all of that. So you believe that you're living the best life, not realizing that what is going to happen now is that you're going to have to spend the rest of your life taking 4 pills per day just so you can have life. So we just have to be very careful what we focus on because a lot of us, we focus on the wrong things. You have some people out there, they might just walk and then book them foot, something wrong with them foot. And because of what happened to them foot, them believe say them entire life supposed to put on pause. Whether it be for 2 weeks, for 8 weeks, them say, okay, then me can't do nothing. No, life goes on. So you see, if you break your hand, guess what? You have the next one. Try use the next one. Just know say life goes on. You see, if all along you're healthy and today you realize that you have hypertension, you have sugar, guess what? Life goes on. You can't make them something they carry you down. All you have to think about is that, okay, then it could have been worse. It could be the big C. Me could have the a Perry's. Me could there Archer. Me could there at Spanish Town Hospital lying down in a bed or sitting up in a chair waiting on a doctor. So you just have to, guys, please hit the like button for me, please. Please hit the like button. Thank you. You just have to know that life goes on. So, in spite of what you're going through, there is life. You can't make it carry you down. So, you see, if you're not looking at a purse right now, I want to realize you don't have $500 and tomorrow is Sunday, you wonder where you're going to get food from. The $500 can buy you a pound of rice and 1 tin mackerel. Life goes on. Just make sure say you eat. So if at that you can afford, buy that and eat. If you wake up tomorrow and you realize that you can't move one of your leg, life goes on. You still have the next one. Don't let it hold you down. And that happened to a whole heap of people because they go through certain things in their life, then say, okay, then my life done now. My life done. Them either get some diagnosis. Lord have mercy, me just gonna say. Then either get some result and then say, okay, then this is it. Then tell me say me have arthritis. Then tell me say me have sickle cell. Then tell me say life goes on. You can't make it stop you. You just have to know, say, this is just my test. This is what I'm going through now. So if it means say you have to change your diet, you change your diet. Nothing wrong when you cut out sugar out of your diet. You change your diet. You start to eat different. Start to do things different. If it means that you have to exercise, you exercise. Just understand that what you're going through, it is just a little test. It no means that it's going to be the end of your life. It no means that, okay, then, these are the worst thing. No. Make the best of every single situation where you go through. Just understand that because me sure know say right now, me have 22 people right here, so I know all of we all right. Maybe somebody is here have knee pain, have diabetes, have hypertension, have the big C or something. I know all of we all right. You're going to let that stop you? You can't make it stop you. You just have to understand that life goes on. Just imagine, if Niger boy sit down and he must say, no, I can't go do this. I'm visually impaired. I can't go sing. No, I can't go on the big stage. All right, then. Me did depend all together sing. That was it. Me go just drop it. Me now go become the big star that I wanted to because of my disability. Just imagine if he said that to himself. He never said. He understand that this can either be my curse if I let it be, or it can be my blessing. Is how you look at it. You see, sometimes when you get certain things, you see, if you can't see, sometimes that is the best thing because you can't see the hypocrite them. You can't see the danger sometimes where people have a weird upon you because some people literally set trap for you to walk in. You can't see it. Sometimes when you can't hear certain things, you can't hear the hypocrite them attack. You can't hear the gossiping. You can't hear, oh, a bad mouth you and all of that. So sometimes it's a blessing. It's just how you look at it. You see, sometimes when you can't drive, whether it be because of an accident that you went through, who to tell? Maybe if you were driving during that period, maybe something would happen to you on the road. So maybe during that period when you couldn't drive, whether it be because of a fractured foot or something, maybe that was a blessing. God understand what was waiting for you and him say, you know what? Let this happen. So him preserve your life because of that. So it's just how you look at the situation. You have some girls, they get pregnant in high school, and because of the pregnancy, some of them is like, then let it be the end of the world for them. Then give up, literally give up on life because of their pregnancy. And you have others, they will go, have the baby, and they understand that life continues. So they go back to school, they further their education, they get a good job, and you have the set now, who basically give up on life. Then did they? Them are living in an abusive relationship, or they're living with this man. They don't have a say because they have to be sitting down depending on the man to give them money, even to just go and buy their personal items. They're sitting down depending on the man because they just give up on life. You see, sometimes when we look at it, you see some of the females, them, when you sit and you listen to them, and when you realize that they're acting a certain way, and you listen to their story, it's because they give up on life. Then give up. Some of them went through the trauma, whether it be the RAPE or something. And because of that one incident, them just say, you know what, this is it, me can't take it. And they don't understand that if they go and seek the help, they can go through the situation, they can become strong again. So they give up on life, them start do some crazy stuff. You hear them and do year, dear, all sort of something. Because them just give up. Then can't bother with life anymore. Then just feel say, hey, there's nothing out there for me. I went through that. That was the worst thing. But we just have to understand that the situation that we're faced with, it can either be a blessing to you or a curse to you, is how you are going to look at it. You have some females, they go through divorce and they look at the divorce and they basically say them life done right there. So some of them want them say, no, sir, me now go can't find one next man. Me are 50, me are 60. Then give up on love. They rather just sit down in them house and not do nothing. Them now go, they're not enjoying themselves. Then just basically give up and not realizing that maybe that divorce, was a blessing. But them now just like the idea of being married to this person and the person is no longer there. Then basically say, oh, them two all now forget a husband. Or maybe the person pass on and then just basically give up. But what we have to understand is that any little thing where you go through, it can either be for your benefit if you make it be, or guess what? It'll go bring you down. It's how you look on it. And a lot of us, we go through the rough patch in our life, or the rough patches. And because of that, every little thing, Lord, me salt, me can't bother. Last year, me lost this. Last year, me lose my job or something. This year, the doctor come tell me say me have hypertension. Landlord a come for me. The work when me I do all of that, them you hear them start say them salt. And I salt them salt. Because they make the situation I carry them down. You see, any day them start have a positive mindset about the situation that they're going through, you're going to be surprised to see how them tackle it. Well, heap of people they lose the job that they were in for years, and because they lost that job, they sit down now. They said, "Okay, I'm too old to go and get a job." Yes, you might be too old to go and get another job, but are you too old to start a business? Some people just love to work for people. They don't understand that sometimes the best thing is for you to go and try to make it on your own. Especially, you see, when you realize that you work with Tom, you work with Dick, you work with Harry, and all along you work with everybody, and the relationship that you have with your bosses, it not like how you want it to be. You don't have nothing good to say about them. Yes, they must say you're miserable. They must say you're this and all of that. No, maybe it just means you're not supposed to figure work with nobody. Maybe you just need to go start your own little thing. and you do your little thing. If it means you have to go get a lawnmower and you go cut yard, you go do that. You'd be surprised to know that maybe you can start to cut 1 yard here, maybe next week you get 3 more, and so forth. Next thing you realize, every single day you have work. And right now in Jamaica, people, I don't know if I'm me alone at 7,500 for cut yard, 7,500. So imagine if you have a 2 yard a cut for the week at $15,000 that, For just, well, if it are like the size of my own or so, but just imagine 7,500. And sometimes you can cut two in a day, depending on the size of the lot. You can cut two. So sometimes you just have to look on it like that. Sometimes you have some people they work in a store for years, on top of years as a salesperson. They were the customer service rep, the sales rep, everything. They know the ins and out of a product. They just happen to lose that job and then start go through depression. Not realizing that, hey, guess what? I've learned so much by working in that company. Now I can go and start my own. You see, if some of them for just get up and say, you know what, let me just start, see what me can do. You'd be surprised. One thing I always, and I always said, I said it to my mother, I always encourage people, don't depend on one job. Don't. Always make sure say you have a backup plan as something you look on it. So you see, if you have your 9 to 5, you're gonna learn as skills. If you realize you might not good with your hands, then you go do some online work or something. But don't depend on one job, because if you sit and you depend on one, if you're supposed to lose that one, where you're going to have income? They said you're supposed to make sure that you save at least 6 months income. Me don't know who in there right it. Me don't know who can do that nowadays, because people, me I tell you something. You see saving? Oh jeez, some way for us to save, we have to do it a different way. You see, the only way me can save, they have to take that out of my salary. Because if they not take it out of my salary, me not save it. So when me have to do, me have to get one salary deduction slip and then send the money to my credit union. And that succumbs me save. Because if you expect, so when you are going to give me that money at the end of the month, me figure, take out, all right, me go carry $10,000 over this, I see, okay. I me, it not reach. It not reach. That $10,000 there, it either go done with some food or something, but it not go reach. So you see, because of that, me make sure say, if I 10, if I 15, 20, then take it out. Then not give it to me. Cause any day you give it to me, it now go over there. I saw me do it. So you have a whole heap of people out there. Them can't save because of how rough things is here in Jamaica. Them can't save a little money and so forth. So you have to try to see how best you can do it. So if I want partner, you have to go through, you throw your partner. If you have to go get the salary deduction, you get the salary deduction and you do it like that. But we have to understand that you can't sit, you can't depend on one job. You can't sit and you can't say, because me have one foot, because me have one hand, because me blind, because me deaf, because me I suffer from this mental disorder. You go sit down and make life pass you by. Why? Yeah, waste your time. Yeah, waste your time. You see, if God wanted life to pass you by, He wouldn't give your life in the first place. He give your life for you to live. And the only way you can live the life, that He blessed you with is for you to get up and go there. So if it means that you have to go out there, go work, you go out there, go work. If it means that you have to go out there and go travel, you go out there and travel. If you have to go and shop, you do that. If you have to go and start a business, you do that. But sometimes we tend to look at the situation that we're faced with as a big curse, the end of life. But it's not. I know the end of your life. So you see, if next week you're supposed to go work and them are gonna look on you and tell you say you're fire, look on them and say, okay. Just ask them about your little money where you forget. because maybe that is a blessing. Maybe God is telling you right there that, okay, then your time in this company has ended. Now I have something better in store for you. And the only way you can see what I have in store for you is for you to leave this place. Maybe that is what is happening, because some of we spend years working with a company. And when you work the day, you wonder when you reach retirement, how me did I do this for so long? That's why me tell my boss, me not loyal to no company. I saw me, I know that when me say to him, him they look for me, I say, no, me not loyal to no company. So you see, if tomorrow me go work and me get a phone call and someone willing to offer me some more money, me gone. Cause guess what? Mortgage have to pay, Pitney have to go to prep school, and the very best mother have to take care of. So guess what? Money have to make. You have to understand, if something's supposed to happen to you, you think your company are going to sit down and wait for you? They're not going to sit and wait on you. They're going to get a replacement for you. So you can't sit there and say because you love this company, you're going to make life pass you by. What some people fail to understand, some people, they will tell you that me not have no time to start that business because me at work. That is the best time to start it, when you're working. And let me tell you the reason why when you're working is the best time for you to start a business, because you have the income coming in. So if you want to go and you invest the 2 million or any amount, you invest to start that business. You see, if that business supposed to fail, at least at the end of the day, you still can pay your bills. Just imagine if you wait until you don't have a job, then you go and start the business, and that business fail. What you're going to do then? At that time, you're going to get depressed even more. So the best time to me for you to start a business is when you have a job, when you have income coming in. To me, that is the best time, because at least if anything's supposed to go bad, you still have a job. You still can provide for your family. So you start that business, you make sure, say, if it means a morning time before me go work, me go sit down, me go through my book. If it means evening time, me go give 1 2 hour, 1 3 hour, you do that. If it means upon weekend, you do it. You give your all. You see, when you realize now that the business pick up, the business things are gone, then you can say, okay, I resign. You give your boss your letter and you move over to your business, because now your business can survive on its own. You can go work in your business and still pay your bills and pay your staff just the same. One of the things that I realized, I have a girlfriend, and maybe I don't know if I shared her page. Oh, I shared it on TikTok, I think, and Facebook, right? And she has a cologne business. She sell Bath and Body Works product. Berrylicious is the name of her business. You can go and type it in, Berrylicious. She sell Bath and Body Works, cologne, and so forth, gift basket. And may I tell you, this young lady business, our business are gone. Our business are gone. And you know what? My girl's still in our work. We don't work with the same company. We used to at one point, but we no longer, but we still maintain the relationship. But our business are flourish. Our business are gone. So just imagine, if it's an online business now. So just imagine if in the future she decide that she's going to open, she can easily well do that, because business are going for her. When it comes on to like Women's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, you have companies that reach out to her, in order for her to supply them with basket and so forth. You have that. And she not give up her day to day. She not give up her 9 to 5. She still a do her 9 to 5, and she still a do her thing. I remember Valentine's Day, she said that it's her lunchtime, and during her lunchtime she had a delivery, and she just a praise in the traffic in a New Kingston, so she can reach back at work in time. If she have to do her deliver them in the mornings, she do it. If she have to order, what, just send one courier company, that she do. So she can get her package them to be delivered. So the best time for you to start a business is when you have another job. So just in case if anything go wrong, you can bounce back easily. But imagine now, you get up, you say, you know what, I'm going to start my business. You decide, say, you're going to empty your saving account, or you're going to take out a loan to start that business. When you take out the loan or you empty the saving account, the next thing that come to mind, okay, I'm going to go in my business to run it. So me I go resign. No, you don't resign right away. You give it some time so the business can build. You try to get somebody who you can depend on. So whether it be a family member, friend, even though them say you know what them say about the friend and family mash up business, but you try to get someone who you can depend on to put in there. And you see when you realize that things are going now, then you do it. Or you can do like what my friends and I do. We do online job. Me do my YouTube. I have a friend of mine who teach, and she teach at a university, and she do it in the evening and on Saturdays. In the evening, online Saturdays, she travel gone at the university, and that's what she do. My next friend, she operate a clothing store online. She just post her things them and people buy. You send the order, she drop them off, or you go and you pick it up. So you just have to be smart about how you go about things. You don't sit and wait for the worst to happen. You have to make it before it happens. Try to think strategically, because any day you fail to do that, you're going to realize that certain things is going to happen, and when it happens to you, you're going to sit and you're going to wonder how you're going to bounce back, how you're going to recover from it. Now let that reach you. You see, some people, just because they used to be able to drive from point A to point B, they all up and down, all over the place, they mean a them good job at going with them thing. Them now might end up in a wheelchair, and they just let it get them down. They just give up on life. And sometimes when you speak to them, you can realize, that they literally give up on life. Literally. But you just have to understand that if God wanted for you to give up on life, He would have taken it from you. But He didn't. So if it's the case where you end up now using a wheelchair, just understand that life goes on. When you look on social media sometime, some of the happiest people, I don't know if it's a front or what, they're disabled. They can't move around. And yet still, you have the big old grey back, strong ones. Nothing no wrong with we. Every day we get up at the same thing. We are complaining, we are cuss. Every single day. We cuss from here till a morning. And when you check a start, not a thing no wrong with you. You're healthy, you can make life. But yet still we sit and we dwell on the negativity. We sit and we dwell on the bad card that you're being played. All you have to do is just learn from it. Just learn from it. You see, people, may I tell you something? You see, when me look at my mother's story, where my mother come from, and when me think about it, she could have give up anytime she want. She got shot some time ago, and the bullet went through her belly and came through her rear. And when you look upon something like that, that was a perfect reason to give up, to say you can't bother and so forth. And the woman never stopped. She still continued the struggle. She never give up. When you look on it sometimes, when you're there at St. Mary, you pack riverbed, you got a coffee walk, you pick the coffee for make sure it's the black box full up. So just you can't get one little money. Then life they're rough, you never give up. They never give up, Then continue. And when you look on some of the females, them were in a market as sell. Sometimes all today people, oh jeez, when you go to door today, it's like the sun did want to melt you. I mean, literally, the sun hotty hotty. I went outside this morning, and when I was outside, you see, when I reached back in, I had a headache. Me not joke. Me drink what? I said, no man, the sun hotty hotty hotty. So just imagine the females who are sitting on the street side, just as sell the vendors, I sell them produce, in the hot sun. I walk up and down and I shout out, $100 for the garlic, scallion, 200. Just imagine them people there. How then go through. Sometime when they reach home, maybe some of them foot swell big so till they can't feel it. Sometimes when they drop, they not even can get up to go in the shower. Then sit down same place and sleep. Whether it be in the sofa, the chair, or what. Them sit on same way with them sweaty self. And then drop asleep because of how them tired. But then I make that stop them. They just continue to do them things same way. Me always said, me no know how. Me love beautiful houses. Me love it. Me love to say when place look good. But I can never understand how man work on construction site in the hot sun. And you say today when you look on how the sun hot, just imagine one man there out there, and today him affiliate 200 block. 200 blocks. Him not have no shelter. Maybe him have one hut, but nothing. And him have to day out there in the sun and lay them. How the hell then cope? I don't know. But it's when me look on them people that me have to respect them because they can give up anytime they want. Them can say them can't bother with the sun. Them can say, oh, remember, I had this incident. So because of this incident, I can't work. I can't do this. I have a cousin, and when you look, this person can hardly walk. And I'm going to be honest. I have one heap of cousin in my family. But you see, this one who is disabled, he is the best. Me nah joke. He is the best. When this man a come from St. Mary, me no know how the nigga carry it. But he walk with a cane, with a walking stick, but cane. And when he ma come, crocus bag of food. I used to wonder how he ma come from St. Mary and how he come with crocus bag of food. And sometimes you have the big one, them, the big strong back one, them I come from St. Mary, and then come down here and can look for too long and the one who is disabled, always once him a come from St. Mary, him a come with something. If a two cane, him a go put in the bag. If I arrange him a go put in the bag. If I just cinnamon and permit, him a go put it in a nutmeg. Him a go. I mean, you so wonder how him do it. And you see, anything was supposed to happen, if someone's supposed to go in the hospital, if someone need anything, if I have a function, he's there. Him not complain. Sometimes he in a pain. When him a walk, you can see saying in a pain. And you wonder how. But him never complain. I mean, for wonder, so I remember one day I took him to University of the West Indies Hospital, and when we were traveling, me asked him, I said, how you do it? Him say what? I said, how? He say, no come no way because he's used to it. He say, no come no way because he's used to it. He's doing it for how many years now? This young man, they had to break his leg. They did it maybe about 2 times now, or 3, or even more. They break it, set it back, break it, set it, and not even break, broke it, set it back, broke it, set it back. And that them have to do. It's like he's a guinea pig, a Yui. So every time they go up there, it's either you hear them say them are gonna do something this or something to the man foot. Them broke him man foot must about 2-4 times already to back foot. And all them are broke him man foot and I set it back. He can't fix. So until the last time, him say, you know what, it's all right. Him just tell them, so no bother with it again because they wanted to do something different. Him say it's all right. So him just make, but he make them fast with him foot. But in spite of this young man disability, me not tell no lie, I'm my best cousin. The best. When you want somebody who you can depend on, is there. When you want somebody to tap, he's there. Me not think this guy and my mother go a week or so and then I hear from each other. And he's disabled. He can't walk properly. He have to walk with a stick. But yet still, him not make it get him down. Him continue. And when you look at the others who are able to do something, they're not doing it. They're sitting down, they're dwelling on the negative. Then can't do this, then can't do that, and so forth. And yet still, this young man, he could have easily well give up a long time ago. But he don't. Him continue fighting. And the more he fight, you realize that the more he live. Right now, him have one big old ratted house up there. You hear me? Live in Jamaica, Jesus, please. Big old ratted house. And even that big house, we don't know how. If you're not afraid up there in a big, but the man are living best life. So just imagine, if when he was going through everything, him say, you know what, me tired, me can't bother with this. Me not go try if it do and just give up. Maybe he wouldn't be enjoying the life that he's enjoying now, even though he's in pain, but he's still living a good life based on where he's coming from. So, Wally Pawi, we look at it and we say, we can't do it. We can't do it. I remember I was speaking to a baby mother some time ago, and the lady literally did want to give up on a little 5-year-old. Want give up on the pitney, so the pitney better off in a state care and so forth. Because she can't provide. And when you look on it, you wonder why. Why you want to do that? Because you see, sometimes all you have to do when situation try to hit you down, you just have to just bounce back. They have a saying, 7 times fall, 7 times right. You just have to just bounce back. You can't make, because of the little bad situation that you're going through, you remain down. You have to just jump and just get back at it and say, hey, guess what? Me can't make this hold me down. You can't make it hold you down. You have some females out there now, they're sitting down and them a wonder, how me I gonna make it in a life? For the past 10 years, I had this man. I had this man who used to do this for me and everything. No, me now a house with me 2 pitney or me 3 pitney. And they're sitting down wondering how they're going to make it. Guess what? Bounce back. No matter sit down and wonder for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, how you're going to make it. Make sure so you make it for the children's sake. Because sometimes when people leave your life, it is to provide a door for something better to come through. So when that person leave, when one door closed, another one open. So that person who you spend the 10 years with, the 15 years with, and the person get up now and leave you with the 3 pitney them. Guess what is going to happen? Maybe that man is going to come who is going to sweep your half of your foot, take care of your pitney them and you, and you learn to appreciate. You can't make it lick you down. You ever realize sometime as females, we go through our thing, and it's just, you just give up on life. You start carry yourself a certain way. Here, one do, when you look on the foot back, it tough and it cracky. Then remember so then can go rub it, get a pedicure, get a money. When you look on the nails, them then turn bad, them dirty, then long, then one cut. When you look on the face, it full of pimples and all of that, then just let go themselves. And you wonder why. You do that. Don't. Me are the one of the worst people. People, you see, anytime me I go through nothing, nobody can tell. So you see, because of that, people always think say things ever go on for that little maga foot girl. All when nothing now go on for me. People think say sit now go on. Cause guess why? Me not go pop down myself. Me not pop down myself. All if me not have no money. You think me have money? All went, hey, you know what the sweetest thing? When somebody leave you, and if they leave you and they say they left you because of this and that, and you say, all right then, and you say, okay, and you go ahead now, you decide that you're going to let them say, You left, but I'm still here. Me look better. You make sure say you start put your year together. You start carry yourself even better than before, you know. You bet them know say life even better than before. All when time deep down, you know say it no better. You fool them. You can't make your enemy know say them a get the best of you. You're not supposed to. Let them know that, hey, guess what? I'm a fighter. And that will heap of people not understand. Somebody will try to come and throw something at you. And when they throw it at you, you know, you let it get you down. You let you want to give up. No. Fight. You have to fight. Some people they go to doctor and because they get the bad result, you realize that them start. No, fight. Because just because of that bad result that it, you see, if you give up, you're going to realize that okay, 4 months, 6 months, you're gone. You see, when you say, okay, let me change my diet, let me exercise, let me do this differently, maybe you're going to preserve your life by 4, 6, 2 years, or who to tell, maybe even longer. So you just have to have that mindset to know that no matter what happen, you're not going to let it bring you down. You're going to continue fighting because life is worth living. You have some people they work with companies for years, and because that company now decide that they're going to make them redundant or them are going to terminate, they let it get to them. It's like them things say they can't work with another company, they can't go and do something else. They sit down, when you look on them beard up, them molly, them smell like the green bush. If you don't understand what I mean, we in Jamaica we refer to it as being, when we say people green, meaning them are molly. And then just give up. No. If you work with one company for years, you see that money they will then give you, when then redundant, use that money and make something of yourself. So if you have to go buy one vaccine and you put on it school bus and you print some flyers and you drop all over the place and you get 1 5 or 6 if you start career school, hey, life goes on. It's $4,500 for one for the week. And you can carry how much? You drop off that at different school, different supermarkets and so forth, and you let people, you put need a bus driver for your children and you advertise your product. If it means you're someone who love to sell, you go buy some stuff downtown, you pack up your van, you start sell. Life goes on. If it means that you take your phone, you go download Shein, you buy some cheap stuff off of Shein when them have them flash sale, and them a sell the item them for free, and you sell them and you spend the money, make one little money on it. Life goes on. You try if you do that. Because at the end of the day, you have to provide for the kids. You have to live. And the only way you're going to live is if you understand that the moment that you're going through, it's not the end of the world. We have females. I remember there was this case at the Spanish Town Hospital. This baby was left there. The mother had the child. The child was born with a disability. And because the child was born with the disability, guess what the mother do? Decides she left the pitney. Left the pitney in the hospital and gone. No look back. So what happened? The child was in state care, grow, and everything, and in spite of the fact that this child had the disability, the child turned out now and is a teacher. Is a teacher. So when you look on them something there, you can't write off people because of what they had to go through. You can't. Remember when my mother did that tell me about one story. I said, really? And she said, yeah. Left it in there. I said, wow. Not do that. Don't. Life goes on. Sometimes that same child that you want to just imagine if Nigel mother listen to people and never stick to her child and fight for him. She wouldn't be sitting down now, can enjoy her life and everything, looking at her son performing on the big stage and smiling. Imagine if that mother who have this artistic child, who is now one of the best painter. I don't know if anybody here from Willowdene Adventist or Spanish Town Adventist or any one of the Adventists in Spanish Town, but there is this young man. He is one of the best musician I ever come across, and he's artistic. He can play the piano, he can sing. And you see, when you see that young man up there, in spite of his disability, him always bless people. Remember when time he used to go crusade back in the days. Hey, when time we used to go church, when them have crusade, it was one of the best thing for me, Me go on a crusade. I when me I come from work, me stop a crusade. Lord have mercy. How me come so now? Because me I did one nice Christian girl. Whoa. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When they ignore me. Yeah, and he was very good at what he was doing. His mother never give up on him. His mother provided him with the lessons that he needed. And that young man was able to play. I think he was on All Together Sing also. I don't know what happened to him now because I go to church long time. I'm going to go to church 2 times a year or 1 time a year. I not go to church again. So I don't know if he's still in Jamaica or what he's doing. But he should be about in his early or late, maybe, yeah, early or mid-20s now. But that young man was talented. You have some of them, you see the painting, oh Lord, they can paint. When you look at, you get lost just staring at their painting. You will just look at one and it's like it carry you to another universe where it's beautiful. So they are always talented and them always go at it, they live and so forth. They don't make the disability carry them down. And we, the big strong ones, we sit down and we cuss, we complain. We cuss, we complain. Me not have no money, me no know where me go get no money from. Me don't know where me go get food from. Me don't know where me go do this. It's always complain, complain after complain. When you check a stock, somebody tell them, say, could I go, Auntie Dana go beg? And then big and strong, and then end up at the woman yard, go and beg. Before them go look work. Before them go try to do something with their life, they end up go and beg. You see some baby mothers, they have children and they know them can't take care of the picnic. Them, they have one, they have two. They know they can't take care of it, but yet still, they don't think we say, all right, let me go and use protection. Then go have three, then go have four, then go have five, and then become a pest to somebody else because they want someone to take care of the children. Then start beg people, then start do that, not realizing that they're strong, they're healthy, they can go and work and make something of their life. They can go and make the child or children proud of them. You see, one of the proudest moments of my life was when I went to my mother graduation because she went and she did this nursing course and me not telling a lie, people. You see, when me there my mother graduation, Lord of mercy. It's like one mother there picnic graduation. Seriously. Me did feel good. It was the proudest. I say, when me hear them call her and she in her white and her little cute little hat on her head and she go up there go collect her paper. Hey, it was the happiest because me know which part she come from, and everything. And I see this lady now collect this paper and have this name. So if she want any day, she can get up and she can go work. If she go overseas, she can get one of the very best job. If she decides in a Jamaica, she can go get one work anywhere she want. So when me look on, feel good. So just imagine you have parents out there, they have the children, they don't try to say, all right, but me push me pitney through school. When me push me pitney through school, me I go back to school to make them proud. They don't. They said, okay then. They're not even want to push the pitney them through school. They just give up on life. Give up totally and decide that this is it. They don't want to do anything. But you have to understand life goes on. When you look on it sometime, some of the roughest moments in our life, they make us stronger. You can sit back and you can look at it and you can say, because of that I went through, I'm now able to do this. That job that I was doing, taking out the rubbish, working on the garbage truck, I clean this, do or anything, I now can do this. So sometimes it is just there to make you strong. You go through that moment because God want to teach you a lesson. You see, anytime you realize you learn it, you say, all right, we can give you now what more and give you. Sometimes you work at some company, and you're miserable every day. The boss come, nag you, and nag you. You just want to cuss and you hold it until that one day you decide, say, you realize you go on the interview, you get that job, you start work, you're in the big position. When you're in that, you realize that you're encountering certain situation that is similar to the previous one. But now you understand how to deal with it because guess what? You have learned. You went through that before. So now you know what you need to do to protect yourself. You understand what you need to say and so forth. Because sometimes, we in our companies and we go through certain problem and the first thing, you gotta tell people about them body parts. And that's it. When you tell them about the body parts, you either take up your bag and you cut, you don't learn nothing from it. And when you sit there and you humble yourself and so forth, you realize that you're there, you work your money, you learn on the job. Eventually, you'll get a better opportunity. When you get that a better opportunity and start working there, people will come. They want to cuss you, but you don't come nowhere because you used to work with the devil oneself before and you went through that. So now the little problems that you're going through here is nothing compared to what you have been through before. So we just have to understand that the situation that we're going through is just going to make us stronger. It not going to tear you down. You're just going to learn from it and become something of yourself. You have someone out there, they will tell you, for how long them a lay block, them a do this, hey, guess what? You might be working on a site, you lay a block here, so yeah, next day what you call it? You rub wall, we don't remember what them call them. We rub the wall, you can go tie steel, you become carpenter. Maybe you're doing all of that because at the end of the day, you're going to own your own construction company. You're going to do this. So now you realize that you work in that position before. You worked there so before. So when you now start your own company, you're able to carry out any one of the duties. So if you want today, you can go lay a block. You can go tie steel. You can go do the mason work and so forth. You can go do the tiling job, the plumbing job. Because you learn when you had to go and work to make the money. So you learn to do all of that. And God was letting you do it because He know that you're going to start your own company. So you need to understand how to do it. Because to me, the worst thing for you to do, is when you're going to be a boss and you don't know the work. You have to know the work for yourself. So we just have to make the very best of any situation that you face with. Just understand that God not gonna put you through nothing when He can't go carry you through. Him not gonna do that. You see anything you're going through and you realize it have beat you, it's not from God. Or the enemy send it your way. But anytime He puts something in your life, He's going to make you stronger. You see, the perfect example in the Bible, Job's situation. Look at it. The devil decided that he was going to do that to that man because he wanted the man to curse God. He never cursed God, And what God did, he multiplied what he had before. So he lost everything, but yet still at the end of the day, he had far more than what he had before. It multiplied. So at the same thing with us in our life sometime. So we just have to understand that and nobody make because of certain little situation we give up on life. Just know that the struggles continue. So just hold on, sorry. Oh, sorry. Right. So just keep the faith and just hold on a little bit longer because better must come. Oh, Jesus. People, as long as I sit down here a chat, oh, when I realize I almost sit down here a chat for 2 hours, my back foot. What time? 11 o'clock. Me I go my bed. Me not have no work on morning still, but me I go my bed. And say me want to go watch one movie. Me not go can. No, so me go. No, me just have to go just lie down and sleep. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. I have 29 individuals, 17 like. Can you please take me to 20 likes, please? Just take me to 20 likes. So maybe if you did light me up, maybe would have come out of the dark, but hell no. No, listen to me here. Me not come out of no dark. You stay right here, so in the dark. No, me not in the dark, me have light. But I like it. It's like when you're reading a mystery novel and you're reading novel and you say, okay, where is this heading? Okay, yeah. Jesus, somebody take what they like. Oh Lord, then give me it back. Thank you. Right. So just just think about it as a mystery. You don't see this person and you hear this person talking and you wonder, can it be my neighbor? Can it be that person that sit next to me in KFC or that was in front of the line in KFC? Can it be that person that was over there? Just think about it like that. When you think about lady in the dark, just think about it as a mystery lady. You don't know she who. And it nice. It really nice, when you think about it like that. But you don't have to worry. It's not a little, how am I supposed to call it? I'm not a little girl. I'm a big woman. Almost 40. Oh, no. Almost 30. Let me go back. I'm almost 30. Yeah, past 30 long time. But I like to think about it like that in my head. Almost 30. And mother. So, lady in the dark is someone nice. She look nice, I think, even though her belly big, Girl belly big, you see? Jesus, please. Right now, me sit down here. Me now want little Jamaican shots, people. And you want to see the belly? In the little Jamaican shots. Jesus, belly big. But the good thing is, the belly big, but then say me look like Madans. If you don't understand how a Madans look. The belly brace out and the body out. So that is the good thing. But anyway, thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure being with you. I can't believe that I sat here and I chat for almost 2 hours. 2 hours. Me sit down here and I chat for. The first, I've never sit here on a live for so long. But I guess because it's the weekend, my son is sleeping, I get the time to sit and talk. But please, people, may I ask do me a favor. Uno just try to do it. When uno see people who had a past, whether it be they were behind bars or they were doing some activities, and now they're trying to live a better life, uno no remind them every single step of the way so them a prison board. Uno no remind them every single step of the way so them did in the street I sell them this or them that. Don't. Not do it. Because at times these same individuals are trying to put their past behind them and move forward with their life. But we continue to remind them about it every single step, And know where them I go through. Because some of them we sit down and then we think about it and then we get depressed over it. You see, sometimes when you look on certain people who commit it's because of bully, because of peer pressure. That's the cyberbullying. That's the reason why they commit it. They can't deal with it, the mouthing. So we just have to understand that. I see MC the other day, I'm not talk about no social media, but you know, me say me I come off and me go and chat about something else. Anyway, MC the other day, she did a video and I came out and I was speaking about it and I was saying, oh, she need to stop wear the wigs. Oh, she look nice with her low cut. Hey, 2 days straight, me watch that woman here. And she not in a wig. She pretty. She look good. She died. And I'm like, I saw a video. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? I don't even remember. She was in her blue pretty earring that she had on the other day and her low cut. And the woman looked good. Me I said, look how she pretty. And she keep on wearing these damn ridiculous wigs. Blonde, this a color. Left the wig alone. When me look and I'm like, you are so beautiful. When you look at Marcia, I mean, look at the woman look good. And I hope she realize, how she's beautiful and not put on, because, sometimes us as females, they have some of us, we can go and wear our natural hair and we look better wearing our natural hair than wearing the false hair, literally. Some females, they look good when they put it on, but some of us, we do not justice. So you realize you put on them fake wigs, them fake hair upon your head, and you say, okay, you look good. And hey, guess what? When you wear your natural hair, you look 10 times better than when you did have on the wig. So when me sit down and me I look at me, I say, look how she pretty. Lady, no put on back no more wig. Leave the wig alone. Wear your low cut hairstyle when it look good. So I just hope that she can look at herself in the mirror and realize, oh, she's beautiful, and just said, you know what, I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to be beautiful inside and out. I'm going to let the things that come out of my mouth be positive. I'm going to let the things that come out of my mouth be inspiration to others, encouragement to others. I'm going to let the things that come out of my mouth bring life to others instead of trying to tear them down, instead of trying to put this person down because this person is doing this and so forth. Because because of the things that we make take control of our life, the negativity and so forth, we let it rob us of our blessing. We let it tarnish our reputation, our image, our brand. So we can't allow that to happen. Just understand that yes, in this life, you will have some people, they will be rich. They might have money, they might have big house, they might have fancy cars. You have some other people, they're going to be rich because they might have health, they might have strength. You're going to realize that they might live until they are 70. And when them now go complain about no knee pain, they might have them 20/20 vision and all of that. You're going to have some people, they might go living at the house with them 10 pitney and all of that, and they might go live happy. While you have some with 2 miserable, they can't stand them pitney. So we just have to understand that God bless people in different ways. He might not bless everybody with the richness. So we just have to accept the way in which he bless us and just understand that this is my blessing. This is what I've worked for. And God now, he's awarding me because he realized that this is what I can manage. We just have to understand that. I know everybody can manage the bag of money. I know everybody can manage the popularity. So we just have to understand what we are comfortable with. Maybe you want more, but maybe he realized that if he give you more, you're not going to be able to manage it. You're not going to be able to cope. You see, sometimes when he bless people with riches, with wealth, they make the wealth get to them head. They make the wealth drive them crazy. You realize sometimes people, then start make money, and because them make the money, them start treat people and Couple years down the line, you realize that they're back to square one. They're sitting and wondering what happened. That's the reason why. He realized, say, you can't manage it. Him no say you couldn't manage it, but he wanted you to say that, guess what? You're not going to be able to deal with this. So I'm going to show it to you, let you enjoy it for a moment, then you remove it. So you just have to understand that. So I hope that that lady, she will realize that she's beautiful in spite of what people is saying about her. No matter how them are cuss her, no matter how what them are say, she just have to understand that, guess what? I am much better than you. I'm not going to stoop to your level. I'm not going to let, because of what is happening, maybe say certain things, may make things that I don't want to say come out of my mouth. Even sometimes I think she want to say it or so forth, but demonstrate that beauty inside and out. You can't just let it show on the outside. And then when it show on the outside, people have to wonder what is happening on the inside. No, just try your very best to put out the best at all time. Don't make people bring you down. And it's the same thing for every single soul that is here. Don't let people put you down. So if someone wants to cuss your dog rotten, hey, look on it, take the cussing. When them a cuss you, you look on them and smile. Because you see, sometimes when people are cuss you, you can look on them and you can laugh. You see, the sweetest thing are when somebody are cussing, you can look on them and laugh. Because them are going to think to themselves, look on the damn fool me a cuss, and them are going to start wonder. And you just look and you just smile and you just walk away. Because you realize that they're not worth your time or your effort. So you just look and you just continue on your journey. Sometimes you have to answer them. You answer them in the most respectful manner. And you continue on your journey. And when you do that, guess what? It's going to drive them crazy because they might expect for you to dip up underneath them, tear out what you need for tear out, tell them all of the colorful words. So sometimes they're sitting down waiting for you to come with it. And when they realize that you don't come with it, that alone drive them over the edge. But don't let, because of people's shortcomings, it paint a bad picture of the type of individual that you are. Just try to be better than people every single step of the way. Don't ever stoop to their level. So guys, thank you so much for joining me and spending the night basically with me. And I hope you all will have a wonderful night. So thank you. Bye.